excited to present the hollow back. I know it sounds like the song, "Ain't no hollow back, girl." So let's get started right away. Seated position. I'm going to take your asana, hero's pose, with the block between heels. You can take cross-legged if you'd like. Take a strap, 2 locks on the strap for props today. And you can always get creative, so if you have a dog leash or a belt, that'll work just as well. Also hooks, gripping the strap up and overhead. You can go wide to start. Some shoulder flossing, just to move the humerus head bone and the shoulder socket. So hollow back is a shape that you can take in an inversion that is a bend, a back bend. So we're doing inverted back bends today. If you don't feel confident in your straight up and down inversions, then of course, go back to an earlier video and check out the straight up and down inversions. But you can also walk the hands in closer on the strap if you'd like. As space allows. Still practicing a handstand, honoring your body, lovingly expanding your consciousness in your microcosm. Alright, so releasing the strap down. We're going to emulate the shape so that you kind of know what it looks like in another orientation. It's much easier to take as supported going dog. Blocks will come to their highest settings. And you can take the blocks wide apart. Elbows will come to the blocks. Palms pressed together in namaste. Hips are stepping over your knees. As you melt your heart, head will go between the humerus head bones. Roll the biceps up towards the ceiling. Can you reach your thumbs towards the bony process at the nape of the neck? And some in breath. So this is how we can start to utilize the strength that we create to also hold a deep bend in space. And the stronger you get, the more flexibility you should also create to balance the masculine and feminine aspects of the bodies. And then lifting it back up again, and gently release. So there's a lot of different gender roles that come into play here. Ladies, you're going to have to empathize with the guys to create that strength. And men, you're going to have to empathize with the ladies to embody that bend, right? Wiggle, wiggle. So before we get onto the wall, because we'll do it on the wall first, just a little quick warm up on the ground first. Coming into tabletop, lower forearms down to the ground, tuck your toes, hips will lift up and back for your dolphin pose. You can even kind of emulate that hollow back shape here as you melt your heart towards your thighs. And then roll this leg forward into your forearm plank, pause and hold. So eventually we'll be able to do this as well. It's called the scorpion. That'll be maybe next week. Press up and back, hips rise up and back, dolphin pose. And we're just going to slowly ease into that shape. Bend knees, roll side forward, forearm plank, pause and hold. Activating all the muscles in and around the shoulder joint. Press at the back, hips rise up, dolphin pose. Knees come down to the mat, gently release it down. So again, we went over this in a previous class or tutorial. The block can come between the hands initially to start to prevent the hands from sliding together. But we're going to actually bring the hands together all the way. It's the easiest way to learn hollow back. And you can actually, some people will get this before headstand. Everybody has their own navigation of the summit, so to speak. So do whatever feels comfortable to you, but always honor your body. And if you experience any fear, it could be your body telling you that you need to build more infrastructure. So be patient. You'll take your fingers to interlace, knuckles come right up to the floorboard. And then tuck your toes, walk your feet, coming into your dolphin pose. So shoulders are now warmed up. We've done a little bit of heart flossing to prepare them for weight bearing. Plug the humerus head bone into the shoulder socket. So you're resting the humerus head bone in the lats. And then press down through the outer elbows and walk your feet in as close as you can. Now the wall is a little bit closer than you may think it is. So you probably won't need much of a hop if you have a solid pincha forearm balance. One leg can extend up and then little hops take you up, find the wall. So instead of finding our straight up and down pincha, which you can revisit, if you try to find a little balance off of the wall,
And then bring either 1 foot or 2 feet to the wall and guide your hips directly to sit against the wall as you pull your chest forward. So now hopefully you're starting to see the hollow shape that it's making in the thoracic spine. What's lovely about this shape is it lengthens the lumbar spine, right? And that spot can get so easily compressed in deep back bends. And breathe. You can explore different leg variations, maybe legs extend straight up. Kind of just feel like a column in a Roman temple or something, but upside down. And when you're ready, gently rise the hips above the wall and slowly lower back down again. Take a child's pose to reset. Alright, so once you have that down, immediately you'll start to want to learn how to take it off of the wall. Wall is our friend and it teaches us shapes, but it's really important to eventually learn how to hold the shape freestanding in the middle of the room. So no codependent relationships with wall. And you'll just come a little bit further away from the wall. If you want to, you can try a different expression with the foundation. Maybe the hands apart, fingers spread wide. Wrap the elbows in ever so slightly like a trapezoid. The skin, remember, is rather loose, so it'll slide out to a perfect square wherein the forearms are parallel with each other. Again, give yourself a little tiny bit more space away from the wall. Tuck the toes, rise the hips, walk the feet in. Maybe opposite leg extends because you want to practice hopping with both feet to build strength equally on both sides. Little hops take you up. Find your pincha first to start. You can gaze between the thumbs. And then the feet can come to the wall. Gently drift the gaze through, pull the drifting through, and let your hips ride towards the wall. So you find this equal counterbalance between your hips and the heart opening, blossoming, this beautiful expression of the heart chakra expanding. And maybe 1 foot floats off of the wall, followed by, you're kind of setting yourself up on the shelf, right? The other foot. And hold. Breathing here. There's a lot going on, right? You're reminding yourself of all the verbal cues. Press the floor away, plug the arms in, melt the heart towards the middle of the room while simultaneously, equally reaching out through your tailbone, lengthening the lumbar spine, and then ricocheting energy straight into the thoracic spine. Whenever you're complete, coming down, take a rest. As yogis, we have this amazing capability. Everyone does, because we're all yogis. We're all existing in the microcosmic map. We're all yogi. Whether we're choosing to expand consciousness or not is the question, right? So it's amazing that we can be both strong and flexible as humans. Our muscles are built that way. We can create strength in spaces where the muscle is elongated and holding this beautiful, magnificent shape. But it's about training your muscles to respond to what we want the body to do, so that we can reach really, really far out corners of the universe in our spirit existence. So that one is super fun. I'm going to show you how to slowly, gently take it down. I like to give myself much more space, especially if you're not a super deep backbender. Give yourself way more space, so scoot back a little bit. You may not have splits, that's okay. Legs can just be split so that you can use them as a point of leverage to find balance. Coming out again. You're gonna hop maybe with the opposite foot. Take it up, find the wall. Now 1 foot can stay on the wall. Maybe take a Utkatasana chair pose formation just upside down. Work that zigzag pattern like a lightning bolt in the hips and the knees and ricochet the energy straight into the heart space. Maybe one foot walks down to step to the ground. Maybe. And switch. Maybe both feet come to the ground. Over time. And then walking the feet back up the wall. Back up and over. Oh my goodness, Chakrasana. It's not as scary as it looks, and this is how you can slowly chisel away at points of tension in your body so that you can actually fill that space and shift weight, and it's not about using momentum anymore. So using the wall as another plane of rooting and rebounding forces to help to chisel open space in the heart space is really, truly amazing, absolutely amazing. So one more thing, and this is a little bit more advanced. You can eventually actually catch your foot. So this is such a wonderful shape because, as you've seen, it actually is the same exact orientation of humerus, head bone, and shoulder socket as your back bend. Dvipada Dandasana, or Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose is the same, just the arms straight. And of course, you can actually catch your foot, which would be an overhead grip. So, right, this is the overhead grip formation. So if you have a really difficult time with overhead grips, this is your pose. You'll create a tremendous amount of heat, which will help you to reformat your musculature around your shoulder girdle much faster. But again, take your time. Now, this is just maybe watchasana for most of you, but you can, again, have your hands ready to grab your foot as it comes down. So coming a little bit closer, and always gauge it. So you know how deep your back bending practice is. Just go as far as feels comfortable, and if you go a little bit too close, obviously, then it's really not comfortable at all. So coming into it, find the wall, and then maybe one foot gets caught. Get both sides. Really delicious back bend. Catch the foot. Amazing. And as soon as you can, start working it off of the wall. You can come into the middle of the room and start holding, working down on the forearms. This is a good place to start because then you can build the shoulder strength. Eventually, add the middleman, right? The tibia and the fibia. Or sorry, radius and ulna. Get my arms and my legs mixed up. Oh, Mercury. All right, so here's middle of the room for you. Taking it up. Really pretty shapes. It's really lovely too. Working the rooting and rebounding forces as a counterbalance. So it's kind of like the scales in the Libra, right? So one knee can stay forward as one foot reaches back. And switch. So delicious. Ain't no hold back, girl. Super fun. Lastly, just to use the warmth that we've created. Because you don't want to waste fire, otherwise you'll create an imbalance of masculine energy with the feminine. So always honoring the feminine. Again, if you'd like to, you can just shoulder flaps, but taking it a little bit into the heart space, we'll take it down onto the ground. Locust pose. Initially to start, hands come behind the back into those fingers. Press palms together, reach hands back behind. You gently balls the feet, tuck the chin, and extend with the crown. Gently set it back down. Now take your strap forward and in front of you. Gripping the strap, lifting the strap up, and then reach the strap back behind, heart flossing in your locust. You're reaching it forward, slowly release it back down. Amazing. All right, now this one is also a little bit more advanced. Feel free to skip it until your shoulders open up a little bit more, and they will. Trust. Keep utilizing the heat that you create to open up and create flexibility to balance the masculine with the feminine. right? We are all energy workers and we are balancing the electric with the magnetic throughout the spectrum of the chakra system. So, those of you that are ready to move on into an overhead grip here in bow pose, bend your knees and then place the strap around your feet. Really, again, absolutely delicious heart opener. You can take it just to show, super wide. My hands are at the ends of my strap. Gripping the strap, both thumbs are pointing up like I'm hitchhiking with both of my hands. And then press the feet into the strap, wrap the elbows in. And you can wrap the elbows in close, or you can wrap the elbows in with the arms straight, out wide. And of course, as space opens up, as space allows, you can start to walk the hands closer together down the strap. And it's so lovely. Again, you are in the Philosopher's Stone, so take your time easing into this space, pressing the feet into the strap, drop the elbows in. So delicious. Most people, they see the overhead grip and they're like, that's just never gonna happen. Gotta work where you are in space, but still start creating these movements. Whew, let that sink in. Press up, lift up, and cross and roll over our legs really quickly. Let's take a twist just to neutralize the spine. Right leg draws in. I'm going to mirror correctly today. Right leg comes up and over your left leg. You can keep the left leg extended or lean onto the left seat. Slide your left heel towards your upper right hip. Right hand behind the sacrum, left arm extends, exhale, left elbow, outer edge of your right knee. Press the elbow to the knee and gently twist. Inhales to lengthen the spine and exhales to twist deeper. This is to neutralize the spine because we did some back bends. And release, counter twist to your left. Always neutralizing those intervertebral discs after a juicy back bend. Back through the center, and then flare kick the legs. In the interest of time, left foot plants outer edge of your right thigh. And of course, right leg can stay straight. Left hand behind the sacrum, right arm extends, exhale, right elbow outer edge of your left knee. From the navel as you twist, and gaze over the left shoulder. It means spine on the top stance. So I'm making these videos to also talk about the metaphysical, subtle body aspect as you move and navigate more energy into the uppermost chakras. First, by creating strength to fortify and provide infrastructure, then gently opening up into the bend, feminine aspect of the chakras, the nadis, the meridians. Then of course, gently release, counter twist to your right. You're going to start experiencing inner technology reactivation. So namely third eye, crown chakra opening. You'll be able to process and witness with the sattvic movements, processing elements. Back through the center, and release. So we'll continue to dive deeper. This is just the beginning, so we're starting to see the beginnings of the bend. This is such a lovely bend because it does activate the muscles in and around the lumbar, so I do recommend it before scorpion. And we'll just keep diving deeper down the rabbit hole. Enjoy your expansion, take your time, we're infinite, and loving you is the same self. Namaste. Alright, we got a tripod. Woo! Upgrades.